Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman15 back with another battle replay online from Medieval 2 Total War. This is actually the Teutonic expansion. Think of this as a prequel to the Teutonic campaign that I will be starting tomorrow. But yes, it is a Teutonic expansion free-for-all that I played with Captain Invisible, the Iron Price, and Spartan Quap. And we are all playing as the Teutonic factions, of course. And it was a fun free-for-all, and let's just go straight into this. I'm going to go sort of over army compositions as I go through. I had to march over to Spartan Quap. He's playing as Lithuania, I play Teutonic Order, but over here we have Russia and Poland. So Captain Invisible, the Polish leader, he has 4 units of crossbow militia, or 3 actually. He's got a few units of dismounted Polish knights and a few units of dismounted Polish nobles. He's got a ton of cav, he's got a few hussars, a few Polish retainers, a few Polish guard, all the Polish names, really. And I'm pretty sure he has Polish... no, he does not. He does not have Polish nobles. Alright. Then over here, we have Russia, played by the Iron Price. He's got 4 units of dismounted Devar, I believe, or 3. Why do they only have 3 archers? This is strange things. For cavalry, he's got a few units of Devar cavalry, a few units of Druzina, a few units of Sarsgaard, and then also his general's bodyguard. For infantry, he's got dismounted Boyar Sons and Berdish Axemen alternating with each other. And I think that's all of it. And they are ready to fight, but let's just quickly go over to the other army compositions. So we have Lithuania, played by Spartan Quap. He's got 4 units of Latvian crossbowmen. He's got 3 units of Tartar Lancers. He's got 4 units of dismounted Shirk Knights. No, 3 units of dismounted Shirk Knights. 4! And 3 units of Guiltines Chosen, a very strong heavy infantry unit. For Cav, he's got 4 units of Shivik Knights, his general's bodyguard, and that name that I'm not going to say out loud. And finally, we have me, playing as the Teutonic Order. I have 4 units of Livonian auxiliaries. I have 2 units of dismounted Halbrude. I've got 4 units of Sword Brethren with attack upgrades, I believe. And then 2 units of dismounted Ritterbude, 2 units of mounted Ritterbude, 2 units of Halbrude, and then also we have 2 units of Christ Knights and a general's bodyguard. And, my favorite of all, a Mangonel. Because, yeah! So, these two are already fighting, oh my. We've got cav charges, a little skirmish going on here. Seems that Captain wanted to take out these dismounted Devar before he could shoot him up. But it seems he's got a few shots off. And archers are much more powerful in the expansion, so it's a smart move by Captain trying to get them out of the play. But he's sort of left behind his infantry, and he's rushing in now, trying to catch up. But his cav is taking a beating right now. His units just can't take on Sarsgaard and dismounted Devar together. And then we got a giant cav engagement over here. A flanking Druzina unit was flanked, so it was overflanked. We got some Devar cavalry, and then some dismounted Boyar Sons charging in. And Captain doesn't really have his infantry spread out, and this is going to cause a huge problem for him. You can see him scrambling to get them into different areas. They sort of bunched up together over here. And now we have a weird line engagement thing with archers and infantry fighting alongside each other against cav and infantry that is taking its sweet time to get in. And these infantry aren't even going to be able to hold these Polish nobles. He's going to have to rely on his dismounted Polish nobles. And the excess cav that Poland has brought has quickly diminished. Cav is not as powerful in the expansions, and I think it's more balanced a bit in the expansions. But I think the charges are a little bit too weak. I mean, they were a little bit too powerful in Medieval 2, but wow, that just proved my point wrong. But sometimes they don't charge well. I guess maybe there's things about it. I don't know. But anyway, so we have these Polish nobles very indecisive of where they want to charge, and a line engagement, and it could go either way right now, but it seems that the Iron Price is getting better flanks against Captain, and Captain's infantry over here is being overwhelmed, and most of Captain's other forces over here diddle-daddling and taking on...
They have lost half their men.
This guy just interrupted me. And he's taking on, like, too many people at once, and I just don't think it was a smart idea. Oh, yeah, I want to turn on my subtitles. Let's do that quickly. Game options. That's not the right one. Apparently, I can't do that. I'll do that later. Return to the game. And I think, yeah, me and Lithuania are not quite fighting yet. So, it happens near the end of this battle. We were both watching it. Just like, go Captain, you can bring it back! Apparently he could not. Because you can see right now, Captain is routing. He's lost 2 flanks completely, except for this one brave Polish knight unit. And he's being overwhelmed here. The British axemen will chop through these guys. And these cav are just going to go through. He could have pulled it together, but it's just that Iron Price had too much cav and too good. He used it too well for Captain to overpower his cav, which flanked him and caused the routes, of course. But of course, the generals are both alive, so that's a interesting thing, considering half their armies are both dead. Usually one general dies by now. And I don't want to miss the beginning of the battle I have against Lithuania, so I'm going to keep on checking back. But now, pretty much all that Poland has is a bunch of archers and these poor infantry that are being crushed. Poor Poland, poor Captain. And these archers won't stand much of a chance against heavy infantry and cav combined. So, it was a good effort by Captain Invisible. He brought down Russia Novgorod by a ton. Did I say Russia before? Because this is Novgorod. But they're pretty much the same thing, so let's be honest here. These Polish nobles somehow are still holding the lines. I don't know why. They're prone to routing, I would say. And these crossbows are all in a bunch, firing at weird angles as well. And the Polish general is all bloodied up, and he's trying desperately to take out this Russian general, or Novgorodian general, but I think he won't succeed in that. Or he does. There he goes. And that actually could have turned the battle around, but his infantry had already broken, and it was a little bit too little too late. And then over here, we have the beginning battle of me versus Lithuania. As you can see, my Mangonel's got 1 hit over here, taking a few kills with them. And my archers are already in range, and we got our cav wrapping around each other over there. And he charged into my Livonian auxiliaries, and ooh, hit something. Oh, there goes the Polish general. Slain by archers, I think. And you can see a few cav dying from that charge, and I'm sending my cav as a response to his. A few of mine, not all of mine. And he's actually gonna get in here, but ooh, he takes a lot of damage doing that charge. It probably wasn't worth it, Spartan Quap. Never charging my Livonian auxiliaries without my permission. And he's rushing in. He probably doesn't want to risk any more Mangonel shots. He's taken quite a few casualties already. And we've got all my infantry routing his cav already. And my Retributor haven't even seen the action yet, or my General's bodyguards, so my cav is now in an advantage. Right now, Captain Invisible is admit defeat, so he's out, and then, oh yes, this was the grandest shot of the entire thing. That killed pretty much 2 units of infantry in a single hit. It was beautiful, and that made my Mangonel worth it. It was cheap, and it did that. And Spartan was very upset by that. And now we have our infantry colliding. He's got Tartar Lancers, which apparently are better than his Chivalric Knights. I'll check that out, infantry-wise. And over here, we have my Sword Brethren taking on these cav, and I'm still shooting with all these Livonian auxiliaries, but I turned my Mangonel off from fire at will. Or I didn't have it fire at will, just stopped it from firing. And now we got my Retributor and my General's Bodyguard going in for some rear charges over here. Apparently they're going really slow, but here they go, taking out these Latvian crossbowmen very quickly and efficiently. Also my general doing the same. Just taking them all out. It's beautiful. That was actually deadly. And my cav, this Retributor unit, is actually taking a lot of casualties, fighting against the infantry because I was chasing down his cav, and he's got these Guillotine's Chosen, which are very resistant to cav charges. And look, they just take down cav like nobody's business, and they're very intimidating. They're better than any spear unit, I would say, at taking down cav, and it's a very, very promising unit.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Yes, swinging in my favor. But now Spartan Quap, he is routing. His infantry took a huge blow over here with the Mangonel shot. And then over here we just got my infantry wrapping around and my cav wrapping around. But he's got some cav. And he's got his general, which is taking out the edge of this crossbow unit. You can see it's routing over here. And I'm trying whatever I can just to silence his cav from getting unnecessary kills against me. But they apparently, in the end, are necessary. Because he's doing well. And his infantry are still coming back and holding lines. His Guillotine's Chosen gonna do a great job at taking out these Retributor over here, as you will see, if they don't escape. Come on, Retributor. We're all happy. And then, ooh, a massive rout over here. Oh, that's me routing. Oh my. I am routing, and that's not cool. But also, he is routing at the same time. And finally, these Guillotine's Chosen are fighting to the death. So, they have finally been silenced, except for this one unit over here. Or, no, they are also... They've been taken out. That cav charge just ruined them. And that is the end of Lithuania for the most part, except for a few straggler cav units over here. We just speed it up to 2.0 for a second, and you'll just watch me go overboard with killing him with this. Let's just surround him with everything I have.
Only half of our force remains.
And his general fighting off a ton of troops at once. It's really incredible how much he did on his own. Look at him just go. He's just taking down cav one by one. The stupid general just keeps on going. Just die. There you go. He certainly did his money's worth.
The enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Are you done yet? There you go. Alright, so let's just speed up this battle. Now it's just down to me and the Iron Price. Spartan Quap eliminated by my awesome army. And as you can see, the Iron Price doesn't have much of a force left. He's got a few archers somewhere over here, right? He's got like, there they are, way back there, some Devoir. And he's got beaten up infantry and Devoir cavalry unit and General's bodyguard unit, and they're not going to do much for him. And it's going to be a slaughter. And I'm setting this one unit of Retributor out in the forest because it's the one that survived. I thought he deserved to live. Let's just hold down for a second. Oh, jeez. My Mangonels are firing. Let's take a peek at this guy. He saw a lot of action. He's got a nice helmet too. Nice guy. He's a good guy. Best friends with him. I'm best friends with him. Take out a few of these infantry with my crossbows, and now I got my cav going in, taking on his General's bodyguard and Devoir cavalry. I'm going for a nice charge here. Let's see how this goes. Beautiful. But that slays my... It kills my general. The poor guy. But he's already routing. So the Iron Price doesn't have much that he can do to stop this impending defeat. His infantry barely even fight. And it's pretty much a victory for me. He's got some Devoir cavalry actually beating my cav. Yeah, he just crushed them with his Devoir cavalry. Very impressive. But here I just take out all of his dismounted Devoir. They are gone now. So that's nice. Stupid Devoir cavalry. Ooh, a rear charge with these Christ Knights. Let's see how that goes. And we get no kills. Yay! Come on, Christ Knights. You have maces. They're awesome. There you go. Got one kill. And those arrows, if you looked at them closely, you just saw they did not obey physics at all. And now all that's left is this Devoir cavalry unit. And he's routing. And that is the end of the battle. So thank you all for playing Captain Invisible, Iron Price, and Spartan Quap. The most kills goes to me by a narrow margin. Captain getting a ton, actually, even though he lost. So that's really weird, but Iron Price got more overall with the captures. And I got 243 captures, so I got over 1,000, I think, of killed enemies, so that's pretty good for me. And nice job by Captain Invisible Iron Price, very close battle, and Spartan Club getting a tad unlucky with the Mangonel shots that took out a ton. And we can see 79 kills by my Journal's Bodyguard, which is nice, 82 by some Retributed, the one that was able to go around. My crossbow's getting a few kills here and there. I was looking at captures for a second. And then my Mangonel getting almost 100. Highest kills by my Mangonel. And that's beautiful. And my infantry doing different amounts of kills and stuff. Decent. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. So goodbye, my friends.